All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for Amir Abdullah. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The second down call for Abdullah. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney! Here we go now!
They'll run here. Abdullah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
So let's go. 319. 319.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He hits Jermaine Curse. Past the 20. And here a juke. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll get it up the middle. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Curse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
You didn't turn it
over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a give. The This is Abdullah. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, here we go.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A handoff to Abdullah. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set. Green, 39. Green,
They pitch to Abdullah. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Allen. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Set.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And the way in, touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness? The burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, That's a tough one to swallow.
On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Bills. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on second down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
Now Allen again. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Colton Schmidt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go.
first down carry here from the point. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Set! Blue 90! Over! Blue 90! Over!
On second down, here's Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A first down carry now for Crown. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Back to throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Everyone's got 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Over.
On 3rd down, Corral. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Out left side here to Bryant. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, Using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing now is Allen. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they run applications and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit.
Now McGuire. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. And the Bills getting set to go. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's brought down after a good game.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. To the air. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On third down, Abdullah. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. It's caught by Clive Walford, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, Darnold. Letting one go deep for a moonwalk. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Watch him now, Barney!
Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hurry up, here we go. Back there, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. A strong running. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Detroit. Detroit. Over.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
3-19. Watch him now, Barney.
Crowell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now let's go. 3
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Here's Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run with McGuire. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st down, Abdullah. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Abdullah. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Allen to throw it. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Allen off the play fake. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Allen. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Allen. And, he took it in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he said, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes. Steve McClendon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Now let's go! 319! Gone! 319!
From midfield, here's Allen. Going deep for Benjamin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now out come the Jets. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll indeed run here right off the bat. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Pass.
Darnold. It's out, it's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
This is screen to Abdullah. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And caught by Curley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Hurry up, here we go. 3,
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Jamal Adams, their #1 pick a year ago, there on the coverage.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully fill the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
On the counter, it's Corral. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Green 39.
On the carry, this is McGuire. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Gun! Now let's go!
Back to throw, Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll run on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Over.
Here's Crowell. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, gap points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go.
Allen to throw once more. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 39.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll get it up the middle. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Allen hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Allen. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final try here for Allen. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.